Good evening. To know, we interrupt this program to bring you this important news bulletin. We are receiving a report right now of a widespread attack all over the city by bodies recently dead that are returning to life, driven by an unknown force that enables the brain to function. Now, whatever is happening, it does not appear to be a local phenomenon. We've been informed that similar reports are coming in from other cities all over the country. We still have no specific answer as to why this is happening. The reports are ranging from a germ or virus with a mind-alerting effect or some sort of chemical spill or a behavioral disorder. All the roads and freeways are jammed with people trying to get out of the city. Now that the governor has issued this statement, all people are urged to stay in their homes and lock their doors until the situation is okay.
Hello, this is 911 emergency. What can I do for you?
Please help me.
Mom, can you please calm down?
Help me. I've been chased. There's someone. Everyone is going to kill. They're going to bite me. Help me, please.
I can't hear you properly. Hello, Mom? Mom? Hello? Are you still there? What was that?
The zombie apocalypse happened in the spring. By July 22, our countryside has been ravaged, skyscrapers crumbled, and the human race is in grave danger. This will be the perfect time to explain to you, Mr. Mayor.
We are in a precedented crisis. We have set up an emergency video chat with our researchers at the Federal Correctional Institute at 1101 John A. Denny RT to explain how and what happened.
Mr. Mayor, a biological agent released into the air at a large social event might cause a large number of infected individuals at one time.
So you mean they're quickly taking over? The human race? Do you have the cure? These infected individuals do not expire naturally and require the removal of their head or destruction of their brain for permanent tests.
We propose a model in which this is not always the case. By introducing a broken line graph modeling the direct resurrection of living as zombies, we allow for the zombies killed by conflict to be permanently removed from the dynamics. With this broken line graph, not present in previously described models, we find cases in which human survival is possible.
The cure is somehow related to a broken line graph. A broken line graph is a diagram that has a horizontal axis divided into units of time and a vertical axis that displays the values of a qualitative characteristic studied, and in which the data recorded are represented by points that are then connected to one another by segments to form a broken line that illustrates the evolution of phenomenon under consideration. Some authors call the broken line graph a line graph. The broken line graph can be likened to a rod graph in the sense that the segments connects the vertices of the rods. The broken line graph is particularly useful for representing the distribution of a quantitative statistical characteristic. We often use it to illustrate a phenomenon that evolves over time.
The weather affects humanity.
What do you mean?
Well, Mr. Mayor, weather has a profound effect on human health and well-being. It has been demonstrated that weather is associated with changes in birth rates and sperm counts, with outbreak of pneumonia, influenza, and bronchitis, and is related to other mobility effects linked to pollen concentration and high pollution level. But in this scenario, the air is unstable, causing biological hazard occurrence.
What are the steps?
In the next section, we present steps and procedures that lead to proposed set of differential equations for the living-zombie interaction. From this, we obtain the equilibrium condition and recover previous result. Following, the first step is it needs a title to describe the information contained in the graph and label each axis. Second is creating the scale and write the interval of the data in the y-axis. The third is plotting the data using points and connect to the point to form the broken line. And lastly, interpreting the graph.
Oh, I don't understand. Can you give me an example?
To make it easier to understand, we have researcher Lovenia on the other line to explain the sample data of scenarios.
Here are the data observed for temperature from July 22nd to July 31st. The title of this data is The Temperature Changes from July 22nd to July 31st. The illustration on the right reproduces this data in the form of a broken line graph. We can make several interpretations based on this graph. Between July 22nd and 25th, the temperature increased by 8 degrees. Between July 27th and 29th, the temperature dropped 9 degrees. On July 26th, it was hotter than on July 22nd. Then it was hotter on July 26th than 24th. From July 24th, the temperature increased until 26th. Then from 26th, the temperature dropped from 35 degrees Celsius to 23 degrees Celsius on July 29th. And from July 29th, the temperature increased on July 31st.
So all we need to do is normalize the temperature?
Well, according to the data, yes, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, good. Let's work on it.
It was 6 months ago, the world was shattered by a massive zombie invasion. Our researchers' data analysis using the broken line graph revealed the significant growth of the infected people in different countries. Now, I am glad to share the news to all of you. According to our researchers, the vaccine has been completed and the people are permanently settled. We are safe. Our lives have been saved thanks to our researchers. Reporting live here at the researchers' facility, Irish Colico, keep safe.